Hello, ladies. Wait, retweet. Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, mice, hamsters of all ages. My name is Jordan with a silent PH in the middle, and this is my show where I play Dungeons and Dragons with my friends. We are playing a second edition module, heavily modified for 5th edition and the Forgotten Realms. But it is called the Rod of Seven Parts, where our illustrious party of adventurers needs to seek out these famed magical objects and put them back together. Let's talk about our players. Like Lex, who are you playing? What's going on? How are you?
Oh, I'm Lex, and I'm playing Shifter, the illusionist wizard. Oh goodness, I'm as well as anyone can be during these trying times. And
oh man, if I hear the word trying times, and especially from an email from a company that I didn't realize still had my email, that's the one that I want to stop.
Yeah, if I get another Verizon email telling me that.
Yeah, that's great.
Let me say real quick though, Jordan, you're great. Thanks for the things you do.
You're welcome. Mr. Ted, no, I don't want to end with you because this is your channel. Brenna, who are you? What's going on?
Hey, it's your girl Brenna. I'm playing Rakiri, the Aarakocra warlock, and a virus era saying that I hate is blank in the time of Corona.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. My radio station said, yeah, I think so-and-so has the Rona, and I died a little inside when they did that. Siren, who are you? What's going on? You're LB, something like that.
Hi, I'm LB Hackemup, and I'll be playing Siren, the tiefling rogue fighter. I don't really have anything about the coronavirus that I hate more than the fact that it is around and hurting people, and that our healthcare workers are just so stressed and overworked and all that. So yeah, thank you.
All right, and on that upper, Ted, take us away.
Wow, hi folks, my name is Ted, and I'll be playing Lagwin, a high elf blade singer wizard. And yeah, I don't like, kind of tying off of Brenna's there, where people are referring to the virus like it's a person, and they're calling it like Miss Rona. I don't know why it's a woman, but that's a thing I see a lot. And like, there's a certain caliber of people I find that use that, and I just like, why? Why's it gotta be a person?
Maybe it's like how hurricanes used to be named after just women.
You know what? Maybe that's the new trend, right? Debilitating pandemics are named after women. That feels like, I don't know. It's dumb. It's a virus. Hopefully it goes away soon. I really am just so excited to go back to work so that I can go back to work and then not work at work and slack off there instead of doing it at home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way.
How else am I going to get scripts written for YouTube if I'm not at work,
right.
actively not working? I don't understand how this
my productivity has really gone down since I'm working from home every day.
Yeah, thank you, Ted, for having us on your channel. As always, you can catch us live at 8:30 Eastern Wednesdays here on twitch.tv/Nerd Immersion, or you can listen to it as a podcast and various other things. We're gonna recap here last week on a very special Rod of Seven Parts. These are the notes that I wrote. Fought some people. They negotiated with the enemy as they came out of the tunnels. So yes, okay, it's all coming back to me now. So you guys are going to the Undercity of Baldur's Gate because there was some mysterious shipments going back and forth there. You went down and there was a wall that opened up and some bad people came out. They attacked you. You attacked them. You won. But you decided to camp out to get like a short rest with some Lehman's tiny hut. Meanwhile, a bunch of people came back up through the area, and there was a owl of death that did a bunch of damage to people. And with that owl of death came a conversation. One person decided to run back down through there, and you guys let the other ones go. Ted decided to run after that guy. He tripped on a gray ooze and got hurt real bad. But luckily, his good friend Siren was there to help him out, saved his body, healed him up. Then you collectively decided to go down to find this guy. And Rikiri, forgetting she could fly, stepped on a skeleton bone and broke it in half, made some noise, and all these skeletons rose up, and you had to fight some skeletons.
I just wanted us to like grind a little bit.
Yeah, gotta get that level 8. It's right, it's so close. It's so close. And then with that fight, you guys decided that you really needed to do like a solid rest. And you Liamin tiny hut far away from the entrance to the temple of the abandoned temple of Baal in the Undercity. And Siren you took watch and you saw a man leave the temple, but you don't really know who he is or what he was doing. You guys rested. It is 8 hours later. You wake up refreshed and happy. It's a brand new day. Everybody's wonderful. What would you like to do?
Are we going to siege the castle now?
Yeah, that seems like the best option. Should we try to sneak in or just
Absolutely.
Why must it always be a siege?
Would you like to walk up to the front door and ask them how they're doing?
Yes,
Oh.
I would.
I don't know, Lagwin, you're the tiebreaker here.
Oh boy. Well, all I'll say is let's not step on any more bones. That didn't go so well last time. If one has the ability to fly, we should probably utilize it while we're in an area where one could fly before we enter into a castle.
That's fair. I deserve that.
See, if it's truly a castle and we're going to attempt to go up to the front door and knock on it and say, hey, will you let us in? We want to investigate your demon smuggling business, or however you plan to convince them. They are on the other side of the castle, so they have all of the defenses, and, we don't. We don't know how many of them are inside there.
Perhaps they're agreeable.
They are in a temple of Baal.
Oh, and they summon demons. So yes, probably.
And there's also undead. Like,
so probably quite agreeable. I'm sure they'll be very. Let's go talk to them.
Be sure to tell them that you are a celestial servant of the celestial plane before you ask them to politely open the doors and let you in.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, actually, because I think if they had the knowledge of the Kiernor's great works that are working through me, they'd be much more agreeable.
All right, well, why don't you and Lagwin run through your speech and what you're going to do? We're just going to go pop out, use the restroom, and we'll be back, all right?
Okay.
We're going to go infiltrate the building.
Are there any, on a more serious note, are there any spells that people think I should prepare this morning that would be very useful for this kind of situation?
Do you have anything that can like stealth me?
I mean, I have invisibility. Yeah.
That'd be good.
I have some mind affecting stuff. I don't know how useful that would be. I mean, if we run into a cultist, I assume.
Right.
I have some different illusions. I got watery sphere. I just really want to use watery sphere.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you from using watery sphere if you really want to use it. Go for it.
Oh, but I also have resilient sphere, which is also fun.
You all about them rods and spheres this campaign. That's really what it's all about.
I'm just trying to stay on theme, Ted.
I really do appreciate your dedication.
Counterspell? Are we gonna they might be able to cast spells? Counterspell worth preparing?
That's a good idea.
I do have counterspell.
So do I.
Oh, you do, don't you? Yeah, we all have it. So maybe I don't need to because we'll have enough counterspells.
Maybe Dispel Magic? Do you have Dispel Magic?
I don't have Dispel Magic. Yeah, what's best for what we're gonna do here?
We got Rope Trick. We think we're gonna need to take another short rest in some sort of slightly safe space within another hostile space, which seems to be our MO. I feel like that means down the road, other extra dimensional spaces have to be in my repertoire because that seems to be our plan. We get in, we get hurt, then we make some sort of safe space and hang out for 8 hours.
I will point out, Jordan.
Wizards in your safe space.
I know what some of these bad guys look like. Like the two that initially came up the staircase. They're like that lady warlock and that warrior guy.
Yeah.
Maybe I could like alter myself to look like one of them, and then
we could do To Catch a Predator.
Oh yes. See, I forgot we named it that. Good call. Yes, To Catch a Predator.
I have those fake manacles.
Trinkets. Good times.
Can anyone else disguise themselves in any way?
I have invisibility.
Okay.
That's the best I got.
Well, I could probably perhaps look like a pigeon or dove.
Like a real one, or like
like a thing?
like an Aarakocra that's a pigeon, or
Yeah, like an Aarakocra.
Just like, is that just like pulling in your neck real close? Is that what that looks like?
Yes.
A little feather tint pulling in the neck.
Put more of the hood up to hide the neck.
I have disguise kit, so I could, alter myself slightly, but I don't know if that would. I don't think I can make myself not look like a tiefling.
That could be useful, looking like a tiefling, though, to these cultists.
True.
Very true.
We would just need a cover story of like why you're visiting their cult.
But
place.
demons and devils, different things. They're summoning demons, right?
Well, you could pretend. Bear with me for a moment, that your lineage is actually demon. Would they be able to tell the difference?
Whatever you want, darling.
I feel like we're just gonna sit here for hours talking about plans, and nothing's going to happen.
I mean, I'm trying to kill time while I prepare spells.
No, I understand that on both a player level and a character level. Also, Rakiri, you got a trinket. Because they love your looking like other bird humor. Stand by. Let's find out.
Thank you.
Let's find out what that is. Sorry, give me 1 sec. All sorts of weird stuff turns up inside this hut. I don't know. Sorry, where's my list here? Well, so not ominous, but it's a Ouija board.
Oh.
Ooh.
So there you go. Enjoy that.
All right, so maybe like outside the hut, I find like this old, like carved bone Ouija board, and I'm like, the angelic force in me is like slightly repulsed by it, but then like one tiny naughty part of me is like, ooh, that'll be fun.
Well, I think we should do as little lying as possible. I would rather go in silently without having to use a cover story personally. But if we get caught, then...
No, if that's what you prefer. I can do... I'll get invisibility ready then.
Perfect. Thank you, darling.
I will nix alter self. Would anyone like me to do detect thoughts? That's kind of more of a RP useful thing. So just wanted to ask, because I think I might. Yeah, I might chuck it for more combat-y thing.
Nah, leave it.
I do have like Gaze of Two Minds, which lets me perceive its senses.
Ooh, yeah.
It has to be willing though.
That's more of a like familiar thing. Yeah. I mean, you can that's you see out of their eyes.
Yeah.
And you just send Siren in, all stealth-like, and then you can just look through Siren's eyes and tell us what's going on. And then the rest of us can just hang out back here, where it's safe.
Sure. Would I be able to see out of my eyes as well? Because that'd be important.
I assume that it's gotta work like that, right?
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure it does. But yeah, you could scout ahead. That would be pretty cool.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go by myself into this big scary building.
Oh my god.
No, someone will be with you invisible. It's fine.
Oh, wonderful.
That can
In
be
your
me.
head, Siren.
Don't go.
Rikiri's gonna be there in spirit the whole time. So
I know you can hear my thoughts, Siren. Meow, 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 meow.
Well, I will say, I suggest you do not go rooting around in my brain. It isn't very pleasant.
Duly noted. I'll keep it just to the surface, shall we?
I'll try not to think of boobs. All right. I am off. Or
right,
do you need to cast a spell first?
You're going alone, yeah? Or
I guess, yeah.
Okay,
If I'm gonna gaze of two minds, sorry, I just need to touch her.
Cool.
I can go with you. I will invisible myself.
all right. Shifter and Siren. Just like some kooky adventure they went on before. We should have the misadventures of Shifter and Siren.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do like flashback side quests or something.
Sure. It's a one shot we do like when people can't come.
So you're very careful to not step on any bones until like not
Uh-huh.
activate more traps and what
Mhm.
have you.
Right.
What is your intention? Are you scouting around this temple? Are you going up to the gate and then past the gate to the front door? Or what are we doing?
Alternate ways in, maybe.
Yeah, search for alternate ways in.
Okay.
Broken windows.
Yeah.
back
So
doors.
all of the windows are like way up high.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a broken one on the, we'll say, west side of the building. That you could climb through. You're probably going to need like a grappling hook or something, some way to get up there.
Good news, everybody. I have a
Handy
grappling
dandy
hook.
trinket.
Actually, I took one first. So I have one for my dear friend Shifter. And I have one for myself.
Yay.
But you don't get to keep it, it's mine.
Oh.
I'm assuming I'm just like narrating all this to Lagwin,
Oh,
like
yeah.
very
Yeah,
chattily.
I'll be next to Rikiri, so that way, if we need to, I can cast invisibility on both of us.
Yeah,
so
so
that-
I'm blinded and deafened
Yeah,
to my
I'm-
surroundings while this is happening. So I'm gonna kind of need you to look out a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just like excitedly narrating, like, oh, they're using the grappling hooks. They're using the grappling hooks.
I guess Rikiri would see that Siren's eyes are always moving. They never really linger on one spot too long, so that she can make sure that nothing's askew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we'll
Siren, are you proficient in acrobatics or athletics?
No.
You're
I'm
not?
actually
Okay.
not. But I am in
Interesting.
dexterity.
Yeah, so well that's the same as you. Let's climb a rope. Make a rope climb
Oh,
check,
boy.
which would be athletics or acrobatics, I guess.
Yeah. New dice. I like you, but I'm just gonna go tried and true. Thank you. 10.
Yeah, you get up there.
Solid.
Oh, phew.
All right. Good job. Is Mr. Shifter going with you?
I am. I'm gonna make that check as well.
All right.
Yeah. 12.
All right, you fall really hard now.
Oh no.
Siren, as you get up, and thus Rikiri, you also see this. Inside the temple, it is very much abandoned. It is dirty. There are like broken, I don't know, like pillars and stuff that are on the ground. A lot of dust and debris, bricks and what have you. And then in the center-ish of this area is a large heart, not like the shape of a heart, but like a human beating heart. But it's very large. It's like the size of, I don't know, like a 5,
Like a sofa?
5 foot. Yeah, it's like a sofa with legs, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to. I guess we'll
Wild.
make it like a 10-foot cube. Like if we were gonna have a map, if I was gonna draw one, it would take up 4 squares, so it'd be like 10 foot. But
Like a U-Haul size.
yeah, just like this big heart, and it's kind of got like a puddle of blood underneath it.
Oh.
What other analogies do we have to describe the size of this heart?
I mean, that's the show, guys.
Everyone
Thank you so
throwing
much for
out.
coming out.
Sound off in the chat.
I have a question. The arteries, do they connect to anything, or do they just?
No.
Okay.
No.
A look towards Shifter and like, oh.
I'm on this side, Siren.
Oh,
I'm on the
sorry.
other side. You look
Eyes were
silly.
moving too quickly. Lost
Yeah.
track of him.
That's gross.
Yes, I don't understand what it is. I mean, I understand what it is, but why?
Oh, if I can get close enough to inspect it, perhaps I could try to figure out if there's what magical purpose it might be serving. But I think we need to get down there first.
All right. Do you want me to cover you from here?
Well, I am invisible. I could probably. What does the rest of the room look like?
That's what you see is that thing in the center, and then a lot of debris to the north. West, there's a fallen pillar that's kind of breaking off. There's no other entrance and exits, but there's a door to the south. That
It's
should
just
be
like
the
a-
main door that you guys
yeah.
would go in and out.
It's just a big room,
It's just a giant big room. Yeah.
and there's no there's none of the supplies. We don't see any of the supplies that they brought in.
Nope.
And we're like on I'm sorry, did you say we're on like a balcony above this, overlooking it?
Yeah, I didn't really say. We just said that there was like a broken window, so I'm assuming you guys
Yeah.
are like in the windowsill, kind of crouched
Yeah.
in the top there. It's probably a 40-foot drop to get down there, but you have ropes and stuff, so if you wanted to, you could rappel down. I wouldn't make you do a check.
Yeah, lower some rope. You stay up here and cover me with your crossbow. I think that makes more
Right.
sense.
All right, down Shifter goes. When you reach the floor, the heart starts beating very slowly. Boom, 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 boom.
Did you touch? Are you at the ground yet?
Yes, I've hit the ground now.
Is
Oh,
that
I'm
why?
sorry. Yes, I've hit the ground now.
From 40 feet away. Are you on the ground yet?
I think they're over there. I heard something.
Woof. I'm gonna keep an eye out for movement
Like the giant beating heart.
besides the giant beating heart,
Besides
because
that.
we've established that that is the norm of this place. So
I take a step forward. Does the heart beat any faster?
Yes.
Ooh.
It beats faster as you approach it.
I
Give it a
whisper
rhythmia.
shout.
Just
I whisper shout up. I think this is an elaborate trap. I'm going to go for it anyway.
oh lords, gods, please be careful.
Yeah, I just want to get close enough to do an arcana check on this thing and figure out if I can discern any magical, if there are any runes around, like what's suspending in an air. What kind of heart is it?
It is not suspended in the air. It is on the ground in a bloody pile. There's like a blood pool underneath it.
How could it be beating? What magically is making it do that? But yeah, I just want to get close enough to do an arcana. How close do you think I need to get to do an arcana?
Well, let's see. You're like, I don't know, 40, we'll say 30 feet away. And you get like 10 feet closer, and the heart's beating faster, and you start hearing like moans, like these unearthly kind of like, I'm really bad at it, but you know.
Sounds great.
Or do you keep approaching?
I whisper shout, it's definitely going to summon something if I walk up to it.
Don't walk up to it.
Oh, fine. And then I walk back to the rope. Does it recede? Does it slow down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna, not that they can contact me, but I'm gonna stick my finger up to my ear and to Rakiri say, does Lagwin have any idea what this could be, or do you? Because goddamn, this is weird.
I don't actually know if we can do a psychic connection like that.
Well, I'd be saying
she
it.
could just talk,
Yeah.
and you could just hear
Oh,
it.
she's just saying it out
yeah.
loud. Okay.
Talking to
I'm
herself.
putting my
but not
finger to
really.
my ear because that's what they do in TV.
So I'm not going to be able to transmit back to you, but Laguna and I
Correct.
can talk amongst ourselves.
Yes.
They appear to have encountered a giant heart that's bleeding, and as they approach, it beats faster. It's quite grotesque. I'm not sure what could be causing it. Do you have any idea?
DM, do I have any idea what a giant beating heart would be on the ground? I'm gonna go with maybe, but probably
I'm
not.
gonna go with maybe. Of course, I know about that.
No, I probably don't.
Are you trained in religion?
Nope.
I am.
I will let Brenna or Rikiri make a religion check.
Ooh, 23.
Yeah, so Baal is the god of murder. And this
Cool.
looks like some kind of religious post-murder ceremony thing, like you would take and you would display this however you want. And the fact that it's still beating,
It's my favorite genre of music.
The fact that it's still beating, it's probably tied to some kind of celestial being or deity or something, possibly, because it's still like it's alive in a way, like it's moving and stuff. So, and the size of it is just odd.
So it's some kind of ceremony related to Baal.
Yeah, so
the heart of like a
basically
deity.
like when they would kill somebody, it's like, oh, we killed them in the name of Baal. They remove their heart and put it on an altar or something like that.
But this is like a big heart.
This is a big heart. Yeah, it's a Volkswagen heart. Yeah.
Do I have a sense of if it's been magically enlarged or if it's actually come from something that big?
You're seeing through her eyes and she's up on a window, so you'd have to get a lot closer to probably figure that out. And that's with a religion check, so you're not really sure if it's like if you were there, you could detect magic and you could do a bunch of stuff. But
Right. Okay, well yeah, I'll relay that information to Lagwen, that it has to do with some kind of Baal ritual and that it's usually done to celebrate some kind of killing.
Well, that's disconcerting.
Quite.
I don't think we should do anything with it, and if there are several cultists bringing in demon body parts for demon summoning, and now there's some sort of weird ritualistic heart of some giant creature as part of this, I feel like there's got to be some sort of correlation between the two, but we have no way of communicating that back to everyone else.
I actually forgot that I'm also deafened during this.
So that still plays out.
Yep.
When he's talking to you 100%, and you're just like, yeah.
And I'm just like, and you also never communicated that to me, that you were deafened. So I'm just like, you're just like saying all this stuff, and I'm like engaging in conversation, and you just immediately start talking over me, and I'm like,
Rikiri's not usually this rude.
Yeah, well, I mean, she starts making fun of me for slipping on the gray ooze, and she steps on a bone and almost gets us killed. Now she won't even let me speak up. What kind of contract did I get myself into? And I'm just, and then I was just sitting there, and I'm just like this, and I, in a huff, pull out my pouch and pull out a banana and just like eat it angrily.
Eating a banana at me.
Yes, exactly. This is clearly a aggressive banana eating. Yep, I said it. There you go. But in the meantime,
send fan art to Jordan with a PhD.
Yeah, right.
Yes, there you go.
Lagwen aggressively
eating a banana. But Siren does have a trinket got donated for Siren.
Thank you.
And it is, how fitting given everything you've received thus far, a harmless stage dagger with a retracting knife that has a fake blood compartment.
Nice.
I have the fake blood. I have the knife. Dude, we're going to have an epic event that's going to happen. I'm so excited.
The best Romeo and Juliet show ever.
Right?
Yeah, right?
So I'm going to suggest if we get closer to the heart, it beats faster. So what if we just walked around the perimeter of the room to the door?
Lagwen, that is exactly what I was going to say. We are on this. I'm sorry. Shifted. We are on the same wavelength.
I know Lagwen and I can both cast invisibility. It could be either of us right now. I totally understand.
It's true. Your voice, you've changed it to sound like Lagwen. I got confused.
Oh, I do have the actor ability, so I'm going to change my voice to sound like Lagwen.
There you go.
All right, I'm gonna shimmy on down, and we're going to go around the perimeter of this and see if I can find anything else in here.
Okay. As you walk the perimeter, like I said, a lot of dust and debris. If you want to get, so the way it's located is like doors to the south, and this is in the center. And so you're walking the perimeter. Okay, I'm understanding what you're doing now. Sorry, I had to say it out loud. There are like some broken pillars and stuff. You kind of have to do some climbing over. It's not going to hurt you, but it's going to make noise because rocks are going to fall and things like that. Do you want to? The way to the door south is clear. You can walk straight to the door if you want to along the perimeter of the wall. But if you want to go north, you're going to run into some debris.
I would be willing to make a stealth check to try to avoid as much noise as possible if that's a doable thing.
Agreed.
Yeah. Okay, stealth it up.
26.
Nice.
Gosh, well, I didn't get that good. Now I feel very inadequate. I just got 15.
Yeah.
Did you roll at advantage?
Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's worse. Okay, well, 15.
No, you guys think you're fine. A couple of rocks maybe fall, but the heart still is beating in its normal, slow, rhythmic beat. You get up behind some of these pillars on the north end of the wall. Make a investigation check to see you guys are looking for stuff that's not debris, I'm assuming. So
It was almost a nat 20.
I got a 17 on that.
all right.
I got 12.
Shifter. Oh, go. What'd you get? Sorry.
12.
12. So Shifter, you find a book that is covered in dust, and it is leaning up against the wall.
Ooh. I'm gonna. It's a book covered in dust, leaning up against the wall. Is it like? It's just a normal size book.
Yeah.
What is?
Hardcover, leather.
I'm gonna dust without like picking it up. I'm gonna dust off the cover. What is it? What does the cover say?
It says Manual of the Plains.
Ooh, take that. Let's take that.
Okay.
Put him in my pocket. Take
All
it
right.
from my pocket. Add it to my inventory.
What did you find?
Some very interesting light reading.
We're on the clock here, Shifter.
I know I shouldn't have stopped, but it was just so interesting. Okay, fine. Let's go through the door.
Back you go or continue around?
We're going to continue around.
Yeah.
All right. Make one more stealth check.
16.
Okay.
13.
All right. Again, a little bit more noise. The heart doesn't seem to beat anymore, but you feel pretty stealthy for the most part. And you get all the way down to the door. The door is locked, but from the inside, so you can easily unlock it and open the door if that is what you wish to do.
Yeah.
All right. You open the door.
Carefully, wait.
Okay.
Carefully. Should I check for traps?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Please and thank you. That's a natural 20.
Nice.
And not a
so
trap.
good.
That was my new dice, so sorry I made fun of you.
It is not trapped, which is I will point out to you with your natural 20 seems very odd for just like people are coming and going, something's going on. You think that they would want to hide it. So.
She's like looking around the door and no, there's nothing. That's weird.
Oh, well, I'll just open it then. Shifter just turns. I mean, Shifter's invisible, so the handle just seems to turn by itself, and they slowly open.
I'll post up against the door or up against the wall so that if something comes out, they can't see me.
No, the door opens. It's very, very heavy, large set of doors. And you have stairs that go down to the gate that is kind of around this whole perimeter with the spiked tops the top of the fence has these spikes on it. So to keep people from climbing over it. And that is another gate that is locked that you will have to pick or something because it doesn't have like a bolt on the other side because it's a gate.
Right.
So if nobody's around, do you want me to just go down there and unlock that gate so then our two party members can come inside?
They would have to come in through the front door.
Yeah, but there's nobody around to see them.
I guess that's true. I mean, I could just tell them.
Oh, that's true, but we still need to unlock the door for them.
Right.
The next door, which I can do. So.
All right, well, go for it, and I'll relay the message that they've just heard me say because I said it.
Lagwin, I think they're telling us that we should go.
Yes, meet us around back.
Lagwood's playing cards against Rikiri, and he's like, "Oh, I won again."
Oh yeah, what I am
so
gonna
bad at
say
cards.
is in this time I will have cast comprehend languages and unseen servant as a ritual and detect magic as a ritual because there's nothing else to do, and 2 of those are hour duration without concentration just because I can, and I'm just like, oh, what else is going on? Well, now I can understand every language, and now I'm playing cards against my unseen servant because Rikiri's no challenge. Even though I command the servant, so it's, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's like solitaire, you're fine.
And I think about leaving the banana peel in front of Rikiri's feet for when she gets up.
Oh my god.
But then I'm just like, no, this is evidence. I'm gonna just stick it in my bag and not worry about it. Why is there an errant, or when we leave, I'll leave it there. Why is there an errant banana peel? Where did it come from? Who knows?
That's our calling card.
But here's the thing: if they try to cast spells on it, it's gonna have planar magic on it because it's from another plane. This banana.
Ooh, that'll throw them.
It's gonna really confuse them.
Wow.
The Banana Bandits. Boom, got it. Let's go.
Is that our name now?
That's our party.
I really don't
Great.
want it to be, but I said it, so it probably will be. Anyway, yeah, I will. I'll wait to see when Rikiri addresses me because I'll be talking to her. I'll be like, "Yeah, I guess we should go."
Yeah. So I'll break the connection and come back to the hut. Be like, oh, did you get all that?
Yes. Did you get any of the conversation that I had with you?
No, I told you I'm deafened while I'm with Siren.
And I just throw the cards in a fit, and then I realize again that's evidence. So I pick up all the cards and put them back in my bag, and I'm like, fine. No, I got it all. It's great. Everything's great. Let's go. And I'll cast.
Did you have a banana? That's nice.
Yes, the potassium. It's all that's keeping me going. I will cast invisibility on the both of us, so we can sneak in there invisibly.
They said we can just walk through the front door. They unlocked it. It's not trapped. We can just go right in.
All right, then I won't cast invisibility on both of us, and let's.
Well, it's
No. It's already been said. Let's go. Don't step on any bones.
Did we say the back door? Did we not say the back door?
I only know what I'm told. So
There's only one door. and
Okay.
It's the front door that is in the south.
Okay.
But there doesn't seem to be anybody around guarding it, so I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just go unlock it, and that way they can just walk right in.
Okay.
Well, stand by because I did get 2 trinkets in this time of me being frustrated. So in the process of picking up the 52 cards that I threw away in frustration, I'm gonna say that I find good notes on this trinket, Ted. A crystal ball. Your mileage may vary. Thank you, Ted, for that. And one other trinket here, which is nope. That is a sponge that can absorb ink.
Oh, you could.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wipe a letter
erase
or
a
something.
contract or something.
Oh, that's sweet.
I mean, as much as we'll let it go, yeah. So, it also could be oh no, I spilled ink on my spell book. Clean it up that way. Makes that sound and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. So I guess we'll go through the only door that we definitely know there's only one.
So there's a gate out front. Mr. Shifter is going to pick the lock to it, I assume?
Yes. So I'm going to go, and while I'm going up to the gate, I'm still invisible, but I'm looking around and just making sure there's nobody there.
Yeah, nobody's there.
baddies?
There are, make a perception check, I guess.
Sure.
You don't see anybody now, but I'll let you listen. So.
Okay. I only got a 9.
Yeah. So pretty silent.
Oh, I guess it's fine.
And then you come up and they're just these really creepy looking old iron bars. So iron gate with a lock.
Shifter just mutters about how like Gothic architecture, it's such a bore, and then takes out their lockpicks and just starts going to town on the lock.
All right, pick it. Roll some lock picking.
15.
15. That is exactly what you needed. It is really old, and you get a sense that there are, because probably of your arcane skills, you get a sense that there's like, it's not like whatever the spell arcane lock is or whatever, but there's some magical mechanisms to this lock, and you're like, oh, that's interesting, and you kind of like debug it as you're picking the lock and break open. And
It's like, oh, that's so clever. Not as clever as me.
Yeah. And the gate swings open with a mighty like creak outward from you, and you see Lagwin and Rikiri stealthily walking towards you. Rikiri might be flying.
I'm flying. Let it be known.
Yeah.
Can I do a quick survey of the area that I'm in? Like, if there's any markings on the wall, anything like, I know about hidden doors maybe, so maybe I can find something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, make a perception check or investigation, I guess, if you want to look for something specific, but
That's an 18.
18. There are little bits of dried blood kind of like speckled about, and it's kind of hard to notice with all of the dust and stuff. But it's closer to the beating heart, and it doesn't look like the pool, and I say pool, it's not like a swimming pool of blood, it's like a somebody spilled blood or like had a bloody heart hit the ground and like blood splattered kind of out of it. There's that, which is very noticeable, but then there are little like bits of dried blood here and there. So
All right, I'll wait for them to come in.
all right, you guys all come to the gate. There's an invisible shifter, but you do see Siren, I assume, in the doorway, waving, saying hi.
No, I'm gonna hide.
Yeah, there's no way.
Everybody's hiding. All right. You come
But
to
when
an
they come to the
empty
gate,
gate.
when they come to the gate, I'm like, hey, I'm here, but I'm invisible.
Well, all right.
It's good. Don't respond. Don't give it away. There's a creepy heart at the top of the stairs. I mean, Rikiri's seen it, but like,
No, I saw it. I told him about it. I painted a picture with my words.
I can always count on you, Rikiri.
So what's the plan?
Let's see. Well, oh wait, there's only one door out of the heart room, and that was to where we are now.
Yeah,
And
and
there's-
you like, we'll say Rikiri like flew around the temple. Like, unless the temple has an underground or something, that room is the Temple of Baal. Like, it's just that one giant room, and then there's no like you're not like in the beginning of a dungeon, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think we're in the beginning of a dungeon. There's got to be something more to this place. Maybe under the heart. I don't know.
Well, let's get in there. Lead us to it.
Shifter just starts walking.
Technically, you can't.
And I just sit there and I'm like, it's like we've done this once before.
Well, I have an idea of the layout since I've seen it through Siren's eyes. He must be going this way.
And up the stairs you go, into the area, into the Temple of Baal. There's a giant beating heart, roughly the size of a Studebaker, that is hanging out there.
Sure.
Do you know anything about this, Rikiri? Can you...
Actually, yes. It's part of a ritual that the cult of Baal engages in. They, after a kill, they take out the heart and put it on display here. Of course, I don't know if they killed something so big as to yield a heart of this size, or if it's been magically enlarged.
Well, can you check?
Let me check. Can I?
Yes, you can cast detect magic at will, correct?
Yeah.
It is illusion magic all over.
Really? Okay. Well, I have good news. The whole heart's an illusion. Like the whole thing.
The
Oh.
whole. Whew.
Can you dispel it?
Possibly. Let me look through my tome of shadows.
Shifter turns to Siren, is just like, that's good because it's just so gross. I'm glad it's not actually real.
I'm sorry, I don't know where to look.
Don't worry about it.
I'll just nod and looking forwards.
I can dispel magic.
Okay, are you using your dispelling magic?
Yeah.
All right. Roll a spell attack.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh no. So it is a 1, which I get a +7 on. For an
Okay.
8.
8 will not do it.
Yeah.
So you, the rest of you, the other 3 of you, you do see that the heart kind of like shimmers in like a desert mirage kind of a thing, but it is still there. And now all of you together can see that this is some type of illusion hiding something, but you're not sure what it's exactly hiding.
Interesting. Well, if anyone's going to approach this thing, I guess it should be me. Wish me luck.
So just to be clear, Jordan, so that means it's a 4th level or higher. It's higher than 4th level.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, hang on one sec. I have an idea. I will, since I have my unseen servant who's been following me in here a little, slowly. I'm gonna see if I send it in. Does the heart beat any faster?
It does not.
Well, point of fact, I know you can't see him because the name details that it is an unseen servant, but I have this being here of magical creation that can walk in there, and it doesn't seem to trigger any of the effects of this heart, so it can go in. I don't know what the ultimate plan is, what you were planning to do once you got there, but if it's something that can be done by someone of a strength of 2, for whatever that means in the grand scheme of this.
Perhaps the
2
heart
out
is,
of what?
Yes, exactly.
Perhaps the heart is obscuring something, maybe a trapdoor.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So see if the unseen servant can feel around for like a handle or anything.
Yeah, so I'll move him over that way.
Okay.
And have him kind of look around, I guess, and try to open a door.
So how far away can he get from you?
On each of my turns as a bonus action, I can command him to move up to 15 feet. He can get 60 feet away.
Okay, so that's fine. So yeah, he gets to like basically the heart, and there's something like blocking him there. So it's not like he walks through it, and he can't seem to walk through it.
Okay. I will reiterate to all of you that, well, this seems to be, I don't know if it's an obstruction blocked by this illusion or whatever it is, but he can't go through the heart, so there may be more to it.
Well, if I die, tell my boyfriend I love him. She's going to walk forward.
Okay.
All right. As you get closer, the heart starts beating more.
I activate the Sunblade.
As you get even closer, you hear like moaning of spirits and stuff. Make a dexterity saving throw, Siren.
Okie dokie. 16.
16. Do you have weapons out? Are you at the ready?
I probably have a dagger in my left hand and my hand crossbow in my other.
Okay, so as you're walking, your hand crossbow catches on something invisible in the air and kind of like hooks you. Meanwhile, there's more like angry spirits, and the heart is beating faster and faster.
Can I feel this thing?
Yeah. It's like a bar of some kind. It's cold to the touch.
Can I feel around for like an off switch?
It seems to go up and it curves around that way.
Okay, I will shimmy around to see if I can
All right.
find where this goes.
And as you're shimmying, more the bottom of this like heart and the area kind of catches on a blue fire, but you don't feel any heat because it's an illusion. And these spirits come up and they start running after you. But as you're just kind of not paying attention to them at this point, but the rest of you see this, it's very frightening. There's like spirits coming out of the heart, and the heart's just like pumping like crazy. And like she's now floating in the air as she's shimmering up this thing.
I like that Siren looks like she's climbing out an invisible jungle gym being chased by ghosts.
The heart rips open, and this grotesque demon creature comes walking out, and he sees Siren and runs straight after her with a huge great sword, comes down and slices you, and then the entire illusion disappears. And you guys are staring at a very large planetary looking apparatus. It's an orrery basically. But it fills most of the room, and you're hanging off of one of these bronze like bars that go through. I actually have a picture that I found. I will share with you.
Wonderful.
Yeah, thank you.
See, I told you I'd be fine. That's not me testing fate, sorry. A cocky character, not a cocky player.
Yeah. So I put it in her chat. And so basically from this picture, there's not a planet Earth, but there are various like little circles that represent different planes. And there are lenses that you can put in between these planes. And then in the center is a ball that looks like it has a door to it, like you would get on the inside of it.
I found it.
Well, all right. What does it mean?
Shifter becomes visible again, holding the book, and is like, "I'll tell you what it means. It means that we're going to a new plane, everyone."
I'm sorry.
But does it though?
Well, it might not. I haven't actually inspected it yet, but I'm hoping that that's what's going to happen. And then they open up the book.
Why would you hope that? I shimmy down.
Can I detect magic on the apparatus?
Yeah, the whole thing is very magical. It's been built for, and I guess it's got like a teleportation magic. I think that's conjuration is teleportation. So it's got kind of a conjuration magic around it. Also has some real bad juju vibes, like necrotic and abyssal and things like that. So
okay, so I'm able to tell that it teleports and it's necrotic and abyssal in nature. Okay. I don't think we should go near it. It's giving me bad vibes.
What?
The vibes, Siren, the bad.
Shimmy is faster.
Oh, that must be how they're summoning all the demons with this device. I assumed it was some kind of ritual, but I guess it's a machine.
So should we not just destroy it then?
Oh, maybe we should.
I mean, if our whole purpose of coming down here was to stop the summoning of demons, and it's a device that potentially does that, what you have that book? Are there any dog-eared pages about like demon summoning that you can find?
Yeah, does the book have anything about this device in it?
You do a quick skim, like maybe if you had more time to read, but just looking at the table of contents and kind of flipping through it. Unfortunately, you don't find anything about this orrery specifically.
Okay.
It is a very complex piece of magical machinery, though, and the book that you have is more of a like traveler's guide to the various planes. Like if you were a wizard, you would cast this spell to get to the astral plane, which you then would find a gate of this color that would take you to the 9 hells or something. So,
well, counterpoint. This machine is very powerful, and it does not just go to the. If we're understanding correctly, this doesn't just go to the plane of the abyss. Yes?
Perhaps not. I mean, if I could figure out how to operate it, maybe it could send people to other places.
Such as the plane of air or the celestial plane.
Perhaps we shouldn't be so quick to destroy it.
And I just like I sit down. I just sit right on the floor.
Interplanar travel is it's impossible to overstate the significance of an object that can enable it so easily. What's the demon doing?
Oh, I assume that they disappeared when the illusion faded,
It disappeared.
right?
Oh, the demon. He was part of the illusion. Yeah, it was like one
Okay.
last ditch effort to scare whoever was. coming
Oh,
through this thing
okay. I
to
thought
then
it was
leave, so.
actually a demon that was just like watching us.
No, we're all just super
What
chill
they're-
and there's
That's
a demon
hilarious.
hanging out in the world.
Yeah, that's really funny, but no.
Oh,
It was
okay,
an illusion.
good. So
You're
that makes it a little bit less urgent. So that's
Yep.
Yeah. So I just sit down on the ground, deactivate the sunblade, and I say, you know what? I just do what you want. I'm here. And I'll find a trinket because the chat seems to really be digging on giving me shit tonight and my dismissive nature. So apparently, I guess we'll say amongst the rubble and books and whatnot, I find a cloak clasp that makes attuning to a magic cloak take an action instead of a short rest.
Oh, that's cool.
Gotta find a magic cloak first, but thank you for the trinket.
Nice.
So, where we would like to read a little bit more, I guess Siren will take watch if that happens, like, because that's going to take a little bit for us to kind of figure out what this thing is.
Can I do any kind of maybe like deeper like arcana checks on it or something just to like learn more about it and like how it works, what it can do?
You guys can definitely like push. I mean, for lack of a better term, push buttons. But I don't think rolling Arcana is just like I touch it and then I understand how it works.
Yeah.
You can cast Identify on it. You guys who are more magically inclined will have probably a better chance to figure out how to use it. But it's all about experimentation right now.
So I will start casting Leoman's Tiny Hut because we got ritual time, I guess. But in the meantime, I get another trinket, and so does Shifter. So let's find out what this is.
Nice.
Shifter, you get a crystal pen that will only write with green ink.
Ah.
I don't know. You know.
Cool.
I found this pen in the book. It was stuck between some pages.
Perhaps it'll tell you how to activate. Maybe you can write to. I don't know. Maybe,
take notes.
Yes, something like that. And I find I already just got that one. Here we go. What do we get? Oh, and I say, well, I found this ink over here, and I find ink that cycles through every color of the rainbow with every letter written.
Wow.
Cool.
So we're just
computer
all
and
sort of
Photoshop.
like, if we ever do establish like a business, we're gonna have like crazy letterhead, and we can have cockatrice quills that instantly harden, and green ink and rainbow ink.
And then you can mop it all up with your magic sponge.
With my magic sponge, yeah, we're all set.
In business. I'm gonna have a conversation with Lagwin while he's casting that
Okay.
near the door, maybe.
Yeah, to block the entrance so that people
Yeah.
can't come through.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, I'm not saying that we should not destroy it. I'm just saying that this is something that is, I'm assuming, one of a kind. I would think that you would have some interest in it.
Well, I just... Yes and no. I mean, from a purely academic standpoint, it is an interesting device, but they were summoning demons in other locations as well. We thought it was some sort of portal. Perhaps there was a similar device in Neverwinter that we just never found because we didn't know what we were looking for. But at the same time, I feel like everything that I've been like, we shouldn't probably do this, it's probably going to be bad. It has turned out to be bad. Like, let's go to the Underdark. There are drow and an aboleth. Okay, that wasn't so bad, I'll admit. That was actually surprisingly easy in the grand scheme of things. But here we are in an undead temple underneath Baldur's Gate where demons are being summoned. We had our hardest time. I had my hardest time with the freaking step on a staircase, not the 3 giant skeletons that was summoned in the room later. And here we are again, now going to be pushing buttons to randomly see where we could go, if any. It just seems like they're like...
Lagwin, I know you're upset because you thought I was ignoring you, but it's not all that bad.
And
you see footprints in the dust. You're keeping watch, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 invisible creatures that seem to be walking towards the temple.
Door closes.
Okay.
Posts up against it. We've got company.
You don't have posts unless you are
Meaning putting my back up to the wall.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I like the idea that Shifter's by the machine, and they're just holding open the book, and they're like hitting one of like the moons with their finger, so it spins around one of the plants, and they look over, they're like, "Oh, I have to stop."
Lagwin, if you have an idea of how to destroy this thing very quickly,
I will pull out the plastic explosives I got last game.
That would be a way to destroy it very quickly. It's true.
All right, set it up. We'll keep him busy.
All right, so I will start doing that. But in the meantime,
if we can't blow it up, what are you doing?
If we can't have it, no one can.
Who says we can't have it?
It's too big to pack. It's as big as a small car. It's as big as
whatever
a
that is.
size bed.
A California king, even.
Yeah, I will. I mean, I'll head over there and like start taking out the stuff to mix together to make a bomb. But if we're not gonna do this, like, and I'm like, nothing is mixed together. But I'm like, all right, so what? Apparently, there are people coming. I guess that Siren saw. Do we blow this or do we
destroy it?
Yes. I mean, everyone was all about it like 5 minutes ago, and now everyone's like, blow it up. We just mixed signals is what I'm getting right here.
Look,
I hear a lot of complaining from back there, not a lot of explosions.
I just want to play with it, but it really should be destroyed. I give the moon one last spin, and then I ready a spell for if someone comes through that door.
All right. You guys are all looking at the door.
Mm-hmm.
I should say I'm not directly next to the door. I would have moved away from the door because I am.
I thought you had your back on it to keep it shut.
I posted up next to the door, but then I moved. Keep up, Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan.
Okay.
I know I didn't say it out loud, but like,
Yeah.
Read my mind, Jordan. Come on.
Come on.
Apparently, yeah. Sorry. And you hear a disembodied female voice coming from the window. And she says, "Banana, what was your name again? Banana Bunch?"
Oh, no.
Shifter's like, Lagwin, did you name this group without consulting the rest of us? That is very rude.
I did no such thing. No one was listening to me anyway.
I actually kind of like the banana bunch because it has like a double
my God.
meaning.
It's a banana.
That
Yeah.
cultist is implying that you have named the group.
The doors attempt to open. Are you allowing them to open, or are you slamming them shut?
I'm not next to them anymore, so I'm
Okay, yeah.
allowing them
So
to
the
open.
doors are opening, and you see now that you can see, or about the invisible creatures. There are little like footprints coming in, and the voice up in the window is like, "Yes, they are the ones with the rod. Very odd that it just appeared in Baldur's Gate this morning.
Oh no.
We were kind of concerned about that, but you seem to have 2 pieces of it, correct?"
Ooh.
No pieces of any rod here.
Can I shoot the guy in the doorway, please?
Yeah, we can roll initiative. Are we doing that?
Yep, I guess.
Sorry, Siren doesn't like to talk.
All right, roll initiative.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought that it was implied that I cast Nistral's Magic Aura on them every morning, so I had already marked off the spell slots, but if that's not how we're doing it, that's fine. I'm just going to take those 2 spell slots back.
thought you had to tell me, sorry. But you do
No.
get those spell slots back.
Okay,
if you
I'm
want
taking
them.
the spell slots back. Okay. I roll initiative.
Boy, oh
Siren,
boy.
initiative.
Fucking 8. Sorry, I just.
Lagwin,
17.
Shifter,
9.
Rakiri.
15.
All right, and Shifter, not Shifter, Lagwin. You've got very much interrupted with your Lehman's tiny house.
Oh yeah, I moved. I stopped. I didn't even because once I would have left it, it would have stopped. So I moved over to the orrery. So not there.
All right, there are 3 invisible creatures, 2 that are in the front next to the door, and 1 that voice. You're assuming it's an invisible creature from the window up top, broken window to the west.
Oh, I'm up. Is that what I?
And you are at the
Okay.
Lagwin is at the top of the round.
Gotcha. Sorry. All right. So I will bonus action and activate Blade Song as I want to do. And then I will move. You know what? I'm gonna cast haste on myself as an action. And then I'm gonna use my hasted action to start planting the C4 on the orrery. And that'll be my turn. And then I will move. Actually, I don't know. We never established how this is triggered. And I clearly don't have little wires and a detonator to blow this thing, so...
Yeah, I thought it's once you mixed it.
Okay.
I thought of Mission Impossible 1, where he has the gum that he mashes together, and he puts it on there, and then there's a set amount of time before it blows.
Well, I did actually make this movement beforehand, so I'm going to say I did that, then.
Okay.
What's the timer? Do I know? Do you know? Who knows?
I don't think we know. This is fun.
Yeah,
Dude,
let's
roll a die to
I
determine the
feel like
number
I
of
should
rounds.
roll.
Yeah, let's see.
So
Yeah,
you guys
you-
don't
Yeah.
know when it will blow.
Ooh, that's so good.
Okay, yeah, so then, having mushed it together, I will use my hasted action to apply it to the orrery. And then
Okay.
I will move towards the, what's it called? The invisible creatures. To kind of block their entrance as best I can.
All right.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. Up next is our friend, the Disembodied Voice. And I'm giving it away. She's a spellcaster, and I just want to say, like, I love spellcasters, but like, if I'm not playing a wizard, and they're always like, here, play an enemy that has all of these different spells, I'm like, I don't know what these do, and so this is a lot of fun. We will see. You're not invisible anymore, correct, Shifter?
Correct.
Okay. She is going to cast. I guess this. It's a 20-foot radius. So I kind of drew a map here, so I kind of know where you guys are. I'm gonna say Lagwin moved down.
Yeah, as close. I mean, I have 80 feet of movement, so I would have been
Yeah.
up as close to those guys in the front.
She's going to hit Lagwin and Shifter.
Would anyone like to cast Counterspell?
Well, I'm gonna be that guy and be like, you cast Counterspell on the person casting it. We can't see her.
Ooh.
Oh, that's true.
So
Does
Visible.
her casting a spell make her visible?
When the spell leaves is how I've ruled
I
it.
think that's how it goes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, as not prepping the spell, but once you're finished casting it, that's your action is done, and then you pop back into existence.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay, because otherwise, if you had a sword and you're like, I'm thinking about attacking, oh shit, I'm like,
Yeah.
invisible. So,
Yeah, that's too semantical.
so Mr. Lagwin and Shifter make a dexterity saving throw, and this is a
Okay.
magical effect if you have anything that does that.
It's not charm or sleep.
No, this is Ice Storm.
Oh well, that is. I have advantage anyway because of haste. So that is a 24.
Nice, you save.
Got a big 6.
All right.
Ooh, all right.
Hailstones
Yep.
make the area difficult terrain. So it is difficult terrain from where you are all the way to the orrery. Mr. Mandrake, you take 14 ice damage.
Okay.
And you take half, or you take 2d8 because you got a successful one. So that is damage. Failed save or half as much. Oh, I add these together. Sorry. So you take 19 damage, Shifter, and then you would take half. You would take 8 damage, right?
Okay.
Or 9, whatever.
8 damage. Got it. And I will take the 8 damage, and I will make a concentration check.
Yes.
For actually, I can't fail because of Bladesong adding to my Bladesong adds my intelligence modifier to my Constitution saving throws.
Oh wow.
So I'm starting at a 9. So I have to roll a 1 to succeed. But anyway.
And this lady is visible. She is a elf of some sort, wearing some really fly robes and has like a little headband thing.
So cool.
That is her turn. She's floating in the air on this window. She's going to fly in and land kind of close-ish to the orrery, outside of the debris, but she'll be on the if you're staring at the orrery, she's on the left side there.
Okay.
Looking quizzically at your C4. Rakiri, what would you like to do?
Is she a human or?
She's an elf.
Human? She's an elf. Okay. So far she's the only one who's visible, but like we think that there's probably more invisible creatures like coming through the door, maybe. Okay. Would Dispel Magic allow me to negate their invisibility or to see them some way?
I think it would get rid of their invisibility, but I don't know if you can cast it on an area. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you can.
I think. Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, it's one creature, object, or magical effect.
Oh yeah, so it would be on one of them.
It's not that you can see, right?
That's the catchphrase. Let me look at it.
It doesn't say that you can see. It just says choose a creature, object, or
magical effect within range.
I guess you could be like that invisibility effect.
Yeah. So
over there.
You can do that. Okay. But you can only do it on one of the 2 creatures that you know of.
Yeah. I wonder if that's worth it, because they'll probably like reveal themselves anyway. I think probably a better thing to do is Guardian of Faith.
It worked so well last time.
It did. It's quite the deterrent. So I might cast that since she's like near the orrery now. I'll cast it so it's almost like guarding the orrery.
Okay.
Nice.
So the owl returns.
The owl returns. And that is not something that I can probably do dispel like you could do dispel, but I can't actually.
Yeah, I mean, like you could counter spell it, I guess.
No. Like it doesn't have hit points. Sorry, that's what I'm trying to ask. Like,
yeah, no, it doesn't have.
It. Okay.
Yeah, it just it disappears once it's dealt a certain amount of damage.
All right, and what range do I have to be in for that damage?
It's going to hit you. It has a 10-foot radius, and if you move within that radius, or if you start your turn within that radius. Yeah. Oh no. Any creature hostile to you that moves to a space within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time on a turn.
Okay, so if anybody tries to actually get to this C4, they're going to take damage, is what I'm guessing you want.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Our other invisible friend.
And I'm going to fly. I'm going to be like.
You're flying up?
Yeah.
Sweet. You're up in the air. I love it. Lots of stuff in my mind. Okay, so our invisible friend is going to run up to, I guess. Oh,
I'm so sorry, Jordan. Can I do one more thing?
Yeah.
Can I healing light as a bonus action to Shifter?
Yes.
I'll do 2d6. You want me to roll those?
Go ahead.
A big one. And a 5. So you heal for 6, Shifter.
Okay.
Cool.
Lagwin, you're going to get attacked with a short sword.
Okay.
I keep hitting this wrong. Okay, I can do this, Jordan. I believe in me. There we go. So that is a 17 to hit, which will miss.
I will miss.
And he bamps back into existence. And it is a gray-looking dwarf kind of creature, white beard, kind of like glossy eyes. And he gets 2 attacks, so he's going to take another attack on you. And that is going to be a 7, so that will not hit. And then Rakiri is in the air. Siren, you were probably hiding. That's what you do, right?
Sometimes for whole combats.
Yeah. Hey, you got to commit to the bit.
These
or
guys
the babies.
have terrible perception, so I'm not even going to try. I'm going to go after Shifter. And this one will be at advantage. 14 to hit your AC, Shifter?
Nope.
All right, second attack, 24.
Oh, that'll definitely hit.
All right. You take 9 piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution
saving throw. Boys. That's a 12.
Oh, you succeed. Good job.
Hooray!
Shifter, it is your turn.
I cast Blink on myself.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else?
The first time that triggers is at the end of my first turn, right? I believe so. Yeah. Let's see if I go ethereal or not. I do. I got above 10. Shifter's like, this is all just too much for me, and they just disappear.
Interestingly enough, on the ethereal plane, that takes you to the ethereal plane.
Yes.
You definitely see all of these tendrils touching the orrery. Like this thing is magically connected, like all over the place. Very complex.
Ooh.
Siren, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna pop this mofo.
All right, pop it and lock it.
I'm very white. I can't do that. The one in the door has dropped, or one of the ones in the door.
Both of them have, because they both attacked. So they're both these gray-looking dwarves with giant white beards.
And one is engaged with me, if that matters.
And one of them was fighting Shifter, but now there's nothing in front of him.
Congratulations. Am I hidden from them?
I will say you are.
Okay, I'm gonna pop the one that is engaged with our dear friend Lagwin. For a, what's my plus to hit on this character? I play a lot of characters.
I didn't know that.
No, you didn't know? 24 on the first one.
Yes.
And a 23 on the second one.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that was because of advantage. Sorry, I thought those were 2 attacks.
No, it was 2 attacks. Hand crossbow, not my sniper. Because I have the crossbow expert.
All right.
So then sneak attack is 3d6 now. 3d6.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 11 plus the 2 hits is 9 more, so 20 plus 26.
All right. He does not look good.
And I am not hidden anymore.
Correct. He knows where you are. His friend knows where you are.
Yes.
But do you know where your children are?
They're at home with Mommy Dearest.
Anything else, Siren?
Nope, that's it.
Top of the round, Lagwin, you got a guy in front of you.
All right. I will bonus action activate the Sunblade, generating some sunlight in this dude's
he does
face.
not like that.
I figured as much. If I'm gonna have to get stuck in the Underdark, I'm gonna be really good at dealing with the Underdark. And then I will swing at him for my first attack, which is a 22 to hit.
Yes.
So he's gonna take 11 points of radiant damage.
He is dead.
Great. I'm gonna move to the next guy. the other. Actually, no. There's the chick is down here, right?
The chick is down there.
Yeah,
She's,
I'm gonna
next to the
beeline
orb.
right over to her because
Okay.
I have a ridiculous movement, and then I'm gonna swing at her.
All right.
That is a natural 20.
What?
I'm gonna take that and roll some d8s against this lady.
Do it up.
That's only 6 on 2d8, but that's fine. That'll be 14 points of radiant damage to her.
Ooh.
And then I will use my hasted action to swing for a third time.
Okay.
Here we go. That is a 7, so that's 16.
Yes, that hits.
All right, and then she will take 11 points of radiant damage.
All right.
And that is it for me.
Cool. It is her turn. She starts channeling a bunch of lightning around her. And she fires lightning like the Emperor from Star Trek right towards you, Mr. Ted.
I would like to counterspell
Okay.
her lightning bolt from this, from Star Trek.
From Star Trek, yeah.
From yep. Is it a third level?
It is
bolt?
not a third
Okay.
level lightning.
Then I will try and break it. So here we go.
Okay.
Adding 3 to this die roll, that is a 14. So if it's a 4th level or lower, it stops.
All right. This is a 6th level spell.
Then it doesn't do nothing.
So this is chain lightning. It's going to hit you, and then it's going to arc back to Rikiri up top.
Gotcha.
So
Ow.
I need you to both make a dexterity saving throw.
Okie dokie. Advantage because of haste. Is a 17.
It's a 12 for me.
12 fails, 17 is a success.
Oh, thank God.
Cool.
This ain't gonna be good. This ain't gonna be good.
That's
Oh, no.
61 lightning damage.
I know.
Well, I'm dead. Rikiri falls out of the sky.
Wait, dead or just down?
How much do I have to go negative to die?
Your hit points, your hit point max.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay, no, then yeah.
And you take half of that, Ted.
That's what, 30?
30.
30.
Just
Got it.
30, yeah.
Just 30. No big deal. All right. Well, I'm still conscious. Let's see. So, all right. Constitution. Saving throw.
I
again.
don't.
I
hate that I'm
maintain
even
my
ask-
concentration on haste.
Fantastic.
hate that I'm even asking this, but do I take any falling damage?
No, because as you fall, your wings catch you and you kind of like spiral down gently.
Okay, thank you.
Duck Hunt style.
And then she says something cool like use your hate and
Oh,
be
no.
like that. Rikiri, make a death saving throw.
Yay!
Come on, nat 20.
Yeah, literally.
Get that 1 hit point.
9.
Ooh. All right. There goes the
that
healer.
That guy's dead. The other guy is sees Siren, is going to run up to Siren, and he is going to make an attack. He gets 2 attacks. 23.
That hits.
You're going to take 9 damage. Excuse me.
Okay.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I'm going to evade
Okay.
4, and then you said a Constitution.
Mm-hmm. Out of water.
Oh boy.
Oh, geez.
Now I need to know:
Mm-hmm.
is this character lucky or not?
Are you a halfling?
Nope. All right.
Hang on,
That's
wait. You do have 1 charge. So you
Oh,
can,
yeah, that's
you
true.
can
Oh, but I'm the
reroll.
only one who has an alt. Yeah, I'll re-roll that because there was a
That's
1.
true. That is true. I have mine. I just have to send it to Jordan. I just haven't done it yet.
14.
14 is success.
Sweet.
Shifter, you pop back into existence. What do you want to do?
My player has a question for the DM.
I'll
The
see if I can
rod.
find it. Hang on.
My player, aka myself.
Yes. Lex
Hey,
over
Jordan,
here has a question. Let me just bring him. Let me get him on the horn real quick.
Hey, we're live. We got a question from the player. Go ahead, player. What is it?
So Lex from Minnesota asks,
Hello.
is the rod parts, are they attunable only, or can they be used just by picking them up?
Oh, let's talk to the DM. DM, what do you say? Oh, the rod parts are no, they're not attunable. They're
Cool.
just, you pick it up, you can use it.
Shifter runs over to Rikiri, grabs the wand, and pumps 3 healing charges right into her.
All right, roll 3d8 plus your wisdom.
There's definitely a joke about the fact that you use the word pump and you're
There you
with
go.
the rod right into her.
That is the joke.
That's going to be a total of 12, so not a huge amount, but
It's okay. I'm
Conscious.
And Shifter's just like, oh, pins and needles. Ooh. And then and just as Rikiri's coming to, is going to be like, I'm gonna hold on to this for a few minutes, if you don't mind.
okay. Do whatever you have to. She's like really out of it.
Oh, does using the wand count as casting a spell? I assume it does.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's their turn. I'm gonna roll to see if I go ethereal again.
Oh yeah, thank you, chat. Have we been doing the Guardian of Faith?
Oh, we have. Well, no, nobody got closer to it.
Nobody got close enough.
So,
Okay.
yeah, sorry.
That's okay. The owl's chilling.
Yeah. So Shifter's like, yeah. Do
Is
you
the
mind
owl
if
still
I...
there, even though you died?
Ooh.
8
Yeah,
hours.
it's not concentration.
Yeah.
It stays there for 8 hours.
All right,
Nice.
cool.
Yep.
Yeah, so Shifter's just like, yeah, you don't mind if I hold on to this? Cool. And then they just disappear.
Awesome. Siren, what would you like to do?
Okay, thank you.
I got a boy in front of me. There's the bad juju lady,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
She's been doing some dirty.
Some dirty chain lightning, yeah.
Okay. Oh boy. I'm gonna use my. I can't move faster than this person in front of me, probably. So I'm going to. I'm gonna take 2 attacks, one on the gentleman on me, and one on the sorceress lady.
Okay, the guy in front of you first, or the sorceress lady
Yeah,
first?
the dude in front of me first. 20. 21.
21 hits. Oh, wait. Yes, it does. Sorry. I thought I was looking at the right one, but I thought I was looking at the wrong one.
Don't scare me like that. For 5 damage.
Okay.
And then the chick, it's a 20 or a 14.
14 will miss. It's
Guess
really cool. She's got mage armor on, so your thing hits, it just like flies off. It's awesome.
What does she look like? What color is her hair?
It is a dark purple.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't make fun of her for being purple because I am also purple.
True.
She'll fire the shot towards her and just call out, "Hey, pointy ears!"
And I'll be like, "Are you serious?"
I'm right.
Like I'm right.
You look like a bitch to me.
Just like I knew that's where it was gonna go. I can't make fun of her for being purple. Let's go elf, and I'm like, great.
I only know 2 things about her: that she's purple hair and she's an elf. Okay, there's nothing else I got.
Really feeling the love in the party today.
Yeah, Lagman's really. Oof.
Yeah. It's been. I should just be like, so what's your ploy, lady? Like, what's the plan? Anyway, sorry.
That's it. I just wanted to yell at her.
Awesome. Okay. Now it is Lagwin's turn.
And I look at the lady and I'm like, I'm really sorry about her, and I will just swing at her 3 times with the sunblade.
All right.
Real quick. So the first one, I'm gonna use a charge because that's a 2. And that will turn it into a 7, which makes it a 16.
16 hits.
All right, so that will deal to her. Oh, big max damage, 16 points of radiant damage.
Yeah.
Second
that.
attack is a 14, I think misses.
14 will miss.
All right, and then the hasted attack is going to be a 17.
That will hit.
Which will deal 9 points of radiant damage to her.
All right.
And then I will bonus action Second Wind, get a little hit points back, because that was brutal.
That was
Ooh,
brutal.
11 hit points. All right.
Oh wow. Wait.
That's a 10 on the D.
One level of fighter, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for me.
Awesome. I am really excited for this fight. You guys are doing so good.
Don't like where this is going.
The
I'm afraid.
bomb goes off.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, Jesus.
Knew it.
And so I need Lagwin to make a dexterity saving throw. And you're not there. You being
Nat 20. Boom.
Yeah, I'm in another plane of existence.
And I'm gonna say Siren is far away, and Rikiri.
Yeah, I don't really know where I fell. So
Yeah, I think I have a little map here, and I think you fell over here. And it's just Lagwin, and if Shifter's not there, it's just Lagwin and her. So she's gonna make a dexterity saving throw as well. And the two of reopen that closed tab. Thank you. Okay. I need to make a dex save for her. She fails with an 11. Well, what's the DC?
We never just is it mine?
We're gonna say
is it the C4s?
No, it's the C4s. So because it's not typical fireball.
Right.
But I think like 12 is good. Like
Sure.
I'm gonna say 12.
That's
So
fine.
she failed with an 11.
What
What did you get, sir?
24.
All right, so we're gonna. Who wants to roll fireball, or do you want me to roll it?
I think you should roll it.
Is it
'cause
8d6?
It is 8d6.
All right. That is 28 fire damage.
Oh, I'm so glad
my
I
God.
succeeded because that was what my max. That's my current hit points.
Oh man, that's
So
awesome.
Ooh.
I'll take that 14.
She is blown back, hits the wall, falls down, does not look like she is moving. And you take half that damage.
I do. 14. And I keep my concentration up on haste.
Good job. Rikiri, what do you want to do?
How did the whole Ori blow? Like, is it?
No, the
Yeah.
Ori is blackened and it is shaken. It's taken some damage, but like it's not destroyed. This is a very heavy metal, robust kind of magically enchanted object. So it's not going to blow up necessarily by just a fireball, but it was a cool idea.
Okay, so the elf was thrown against the wall. She's not looking too good, and there's still two little gray dudes.
She's on the floor, not getting up. She looks like she's out. So
Yeah. Okay.
And
But
one
there's
grade.
but
still-
there is one gray dude left.
Okay. I will fly up and Eldritch Blast him.
All right.
9
9
Hmm.
misses.
and 10.
10
Oh, there it is.
She was miss. Yay. I'm also gonna bonus action healing light. I'll say Lagwin for 2d6.
No, can you heal me? I'm down 4, so
I just, I was just contempt.
Lagwin, take 3.
it doesn't say that. Are you kidding me?
Did you get 3 on
I
2d6?
Sure did. On 2d6. Yep.
Oh, Ted.
Going
Slightly,
really well.
slightly feel better about that fireball that went off on point blank.
This guy is gonna look you straight in the eye, Siren, and you see like spiders crawling across his eyeballs, like coming out from underneath, and they crawl across his eyeballs, and it's the most scary thing ever. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom
Wisdom
14.
14. You are fine. All right. He tried to scare you, but you didn't do it. He himself is scared though, so he's going to turn and run out the door.
He's gonna have to
30
get up
feet.
a little bit earlier to scare Simon.
Is he provoking?
Yeah, he's provoking. He was hoping that he wouldn't with you being scared, but
Yeah. I mean, that's only a 6 + 8.
14.
16? 14.
14 misses.
Okay. Math. It's
He
hard.
runs 30 feet out the door. He is trying to get away. Shifter pops back into existence. Boop.
Shifter's like, oh, well, I guess this is mostly wrapped up. And then they look over and see this guy running away. They're like, oh, yeah. And then they shoot magic missiles at that guy.
Okay.
Nice.
Pew. So I learned from Ted the other day that
Yeah.
magic missile is you roll the die once and then
Yep.
just multiply it, which I didn't realize that was how that spell works.
It's a singular
What?
die roll. Yeah, it's one die roll. It's a D4 + 1 applied to each
Missile.
missile, but you only roll
You
the
roll-
D4 once.
So I roll like a 3, and then
it's-
it would be 3 3s + 1
Yes.
for each of those.
Yes.
Really?
Which is again, not to belabor this point, but like Evocation Wizard adds their intelligence modifier to the roll of 1 damage roll. So if it's a magic missile, they all
Oh.
get added. If you're a goblin and add Fury of the Small, it's added to every roll, so you can do ridiculous magic
Oh.
missile damage.
So I'm sorry, I'm going to learn something new about magic missile again. Does the +1 only get added one time?
No, it's to each missile.
Okay, cool. So I rolled a 3, so 4 effectively on each
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
So 12. So pew, for 12 damage.
All right. You
Du-
do that.
Does he go down?
No, Siren.
Oh, wait, let me see if I disappear again. I don't this time.
Siren's going to run to the door. And how bad does he look?
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad?
Not-
like,
I mean, he didn't take nearly as much damage as he hasn't taken the sneak attack damage that you gave the other one. So
that's true.
Mm.
Can I get to him and tackle him?
he's 30 feet away. I would say you could go 30 feet. Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to tackle him.
Okay. Make a strength check. You're trying to grapple him.
Yes.
All right. I will make a contested roll.
Yes, that would be a 12.
My thing's not coming up. 6. So yeah, you grapple him. His speed is 0.
I'm going to put my knife to his throat and say in common, actually, do I know that he's... Actually, I think he can't understand me anyways, because I don't know what he is. I'm going to say something infernal that sounds really scary.
Okay.
But I say buttered toast.
All right.
But infernal is really scary.
Yeah. Of course, like you do.
Uh-huh.
Then I think because there's so many of you against just one of him, we can stop the action, and the explosion has gone off. So yeah, you guys, there was a little bit of a fight there, a little bit of a scuffle.
Mhm.
Yeah, I move over to the chick and I just make sure she is 100% dead.
Yeah, she is dead.
Good. I can
I-
confirmed.
I make sure that her spellbook is 100% in my possession.
Yeah.
Yeah. So looking on her body, you find it's a shadow. Like you're searching for a spell book and you find this book-shaped object that you can hold, but it has this aura of shadow around it. So you're holding like a sphere of negative light.
Ooh. Shifter's just like, Lagwin, look at this. This is cool.
Yes, I've never seen anything quite like that before.
It's like one of these trinkets we keep getting.
It is.
It is physically very cold too as you hold it.
Ooh.
And made of some type of strong leather, like you can feel it. So
Yeah, that's going in the inventory.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, now that we're out of combat for a split second, there are some trinkets that got
this
donated.
is the trinket show, ladies and
Jeez,
gentlemen.
Louise.
For trinkets.
Yep. Okay, this is ridiculous. All right,
Should
so
we go
here-
on break?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
And trinket afterwards. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
we can do trinkets afterwards. That works.
All right, let's do that. So we're gonna take a break, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for What are those trinkets? All right, we're gonna have some more callers come in over there, players. All right, hold tight. We'll be back with DM Jordan. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're gonna learn about some trinkets.
Yes, we are. All right.
Ow.
So, Rakiri,
Mhm.
you have, amidst all this, or however it works out, you find a recipe for gingerbread that is so dense you can make bricks out of it.
Yeah.
Which gives new meaning to the phrase gingerbread house. As if bricks.
What? Oh god.
Yeah, she's like, wait, what? Oh, it was a joke.
Yeah, so like when I fell from the sky, I must have like fallen on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shifter, you got 2 trinkets, friend.
Ooh.
A parchment that can be erased by speaking a command word.
Mm.
So, magic clearing parchment. And get this, a silver pocket watch that never needs winding and is always accurate to the plane that you're on.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I got a top hat that my familiar can pop in and out of,
Yeah.
and a plague doctor mask.
Yeah.
Oh, those are amazing.
It's really all over the spectrum of trinkets. So there we go. We are all caught up.
All right, you have a guy at dagger point, and a couple of dead bodies and a magical orrery that took a little bit of explosive damage.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I want to make sure
Just
this
a
dude
little
doesn't
charred.
go anywhere.
Okay. How?
Is he speaking?
No, he hasn't
Oh.
said anything.
All right. She's got him pinned to the ground with one of her boots on his arm, on his dominant arm,
Mhm.
and her knee on his chest, and she's got a dagger to his throat.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
step
he's
on the
not
energy.
he's not really resisting. Like I think
Uh-huh.
he knows that he's outclassed in this instance.
I think she'll say, if you want to live longer and you can understand me, I would speak quicker rather than later.
I can speak as quickly as I like.
Wonderful.
But death comes for us all.
Are you a worshipper of Baal?
he like maniacal laughter. Like just like, are you serious? Like, no, of course not.
So, who do you work for?
The Queen of Chaos is who I worship.
I see. And where is your place of business? Where do you come from? Is it this temple?
No.
Where do you operate out of?
Well, I'm from the Abyss.
I see.
The temple, the Ori, is here to pull creatures like myself into this world to get after those delicious rods that you seem to be hoarding over there. And he looks over at Shifter.
Shifter's like, oh, that's right. That was my bad. I forgot. And then starts incanting the Mystical's magic aura on the rod parts.
Right. Well, where did you come from just now? Where have you been staying?
Well, just up in Baldur's Gate.
Where in Baldur's Gate?
I don't know the city. I was there and I followed the wizard.
What was the wizard's name?
Oh, that was and he's really struggling. He's like, all humans
Check my
have
notes.
funny names. Oh, but she was an elf. I don't know, like bipedal,
She obviously
whatever.
made a big impact.
And he's
on
kind
her.
of just going, he's not confused, but he's just messing with you guys too. But he does come up and he says, Athene.
Athene. Were there any other people from this plane that you have had experience with?
I'm fairly new here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when
Can
did
I
you
go?
arrive?
I mean, what's happening?
No.
Am I in trouble? Can I?
Is something wrong? I mean,
Are you arresting me?
do I need to call my parents? Like,
If you're a cop, you have to tell me.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I'm just after some information, then I'll let you go.
okay. I mean, yeah, Queen of Chaos is gonna come back. She's gonna kill all of you, and then demons will rule supreme. It's gonna be amazing.
Right. And do you have any? Do the people you've met, have they spoken that anyone has any other rods?
Oh, I mean, I don't think I should tell you that.
Oh, but I really think you should.
No.
All right, I'm gonna pull out the holy water again.
Okay.
And I'll just cut into his neck a little bit and
all right,
drip
spiders
the
come out.
I run over and I wrap my special bandana around Siren.
Oh, the one that prevents spiders away?
Spiders away.
Bravo.
Oh my gosh.
The spiders are repulsed from the bandana. That is funny. Oh my God.
I don't condone what you're doing, but you may as well be protected.
Stay safe.
Make good choices.
Shifted, darling, do you mind?
What? What are you doing?
I just,
She's torturing him.
I'm doing an interrogation, darling. Would you care to help?
I'll walk over to him. I assume at this point I just, like the previous time, I just like sat down and was just like slow.
Want to play cards?
Yeah, it's just like existential crisis happening, and I'll walk over to this guy and I'll look at him and I'll just be like, "You should tell us who you work for," and I will cast suggestion on him.
You couldn't have done that before she cut him.
She really likes doing that.
What's the DC?
It is a DC 14 Wisdom save.
Okay.
Shifter in the background is just like, see, Lagwood's got it. Listen, I want to look at this shadow book.
Yeah, he failed. So what does suggestion do exactly?
It does, let's see. Suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two, magically influence the creature you can see within range. That can hear and understand you. If it can't be charmed, it's immune to this. It must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. You can't ask somebody to try to kill themselves, jump off a cliff, things like that. And then on a failed saving throw, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. The suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration, which is up to 8 hours. And if
once he finishes it, right?
Yeah. If I just said, tell us who you work for. So if he tells me, then it's over. I could have been like, lead us to who you work for.
And then it would last 8 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have said, answer any and all questions truthfully that are posted.
See, I do that as a player. I hate when players do that to me as a DM.
Fair enough.
Because it works that way. Like, please be compliant for the next 8 hours, approximately. Like, I don't. I let people do it because that's how
Fair
it
enough.
works. But I don't like it.
That's why I don't use haste in games.
Well, I do.
Oh, we don't even talk about when the haste wears off. You're like,
oh yeah,
super
I'm super
lethargic for however long.
Thankfully, it has not happened in combat where I just lose a turn. Yeah. That's why I'm sitting down on the ground, just having my existential crisis in the corner. Really tired, but no. I'll just say so. Tell us who you work for.
The Queen of Chaos.
Yeah,
well,
that wasn't the right question.
He was quite forthcoming about that.
Well, you had said, right before you had said, you just asked, and he said, I don't think, what did you say? He said, I don't think I should tell you that. It was how many rod pieces you had. That was the question. Then I'll follow up.
I'll let you change your question.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
A spell.
That's what I meant to say, but I said, well, who do you work for? So it's fine. I mean, I'll cast the spell again. I've got spell
slots. That was step one, asking who you work for.
No, so you asked him how many pieces.
Yeah, how many rod? Do they have any rod pieces?
It's like a polygraph test. He's establishing.
I'm establishing. I mean, maybe he succeeded. Who knows? Yes, what I meant to say was how many rod pieces Do you have any rod pieces? I guess is a better question.
And he says, he's like, well, I mean, me personally, no. But
course.
I also, I mean, and he's very forthcoming with this because of the spell. He's just like, but like, I mean, the queen doesn't have any either. But there's a lot of demons that's being sent into the prime-material plane here, and we got leads on all of them, except there's two that we just can't seem to see very often.
In the background, Shifter gives a thumbs up.
Now, do you have any idea where these pieces are, where these leads are?
I mean, I go where the queen sends me.
Right, but have they, have you heard anything? You seem like you're a very perceptive individual. Do you know?
Okay.
Do you know perhaps any other locations that any other rod fragments might be?
Yeah, north. I don't. What the fuck? What do you want from me?
Well, that's not very nice. Do we have any other questions for this individual?
Yes. Back here.
Yes, you in the back.
The bird lady that's very hurt from almost dying from lightning. Yes, you. Bird lady on line 4. Go ahead. Question for the demon.
How do you get your instructions from the queen? How do you confer with her?
Oh, well, I mean, that's kind of a complicated question.
We have 8 hours.
Yes, well, I mean, yeah, there's the abyssal ooze, and then I mean, demons come from that, and then there you are, you're hanging out, and the queen's just like, you go over there, and she's strong. You don't say no.
Is she physically there? She comes out of the ooze.
Well, she's lord over all of chaos. She's there everywhere.
Is this like a godly thing, like she's always inside of you, or is it like you've seen her?
Well, I think you know the phrase, let the queen of chaos take the wheel.
Right, of course. I'm so sorry.
What would the queen of chaos do?
Queen of chaos is my
that's a shirt, guys. Come on.
Well, so does she send other demons and works through them?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. I mean, all of these, we would not be here if it wasn't for the power of the Queen of Chaos. I'll say that.
So have you seen?
So I need those rod parts that he's like pointing over at Stiff Shifter. So I mean, if you give them back to me, I can take them right now.
So have you seen her in a physical form, though?
I mean, like, what kind of anthropomorphic personification are you looking for? Because I think you have a different view of like physical than I do. Like, can she hurt me?
Surprised.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And is she there to hurt me? Yes. That's what I'm concerned.
Could you reach out and touch her?
Could she hurt me? Yes.
What?
Wonderful. Is this the only place in Baldur's Gate where demons are being summoned from?
I mean, this is where I was summoned, so.
Right. All right. Well, you've been incredibly helpful. Thank you so much for being so pleasant about all this.
Yeah, I'd like to go now.
All right, wonderful. She's going to stab him in the heart.
All right. As you stab him in the heart, more spiders just come. He never actually bled.
Yeah.
And the spiders are coming out, but they're keeping their distance from you.
Social distancing.
Good, solid. Okay, social distancing. Oh, I guess I should say I use a magic weapon because I know I'm going to crossbow him in the heart.
Okay. Spiders come billowing out, and he is going to try and break the grapple that you have on him.
Okay. That's not bad.
With a 16.
Ooh, I rolled a 16.
Oh, good.
Which means we meet.
Oh, there we go.
Plus the strength.
So he lifts you up with like supernatural strength, and then you like fall back down. And he's like, I really think, I mean, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble if I go back empty-handed. I need to get those rods. The wizard couldn't help us, okay? Dumb shit over there. He's not doing anything. So I just need you. Talk to your friend. Give me the rods, so we'll be on our way.
Lagwin?
Yes.
Would you mind? Thank you.
No, not at all. And I'm assuming that meant to just end his life, so that I will do that with the Sunblade, or at least attempt to do that.
how are you doing this?
Sorry,
not to be graphic, but like how?
No,
are you
I'll go
feeling?
for just like
How are you torturing this guy?
just like a
Walk
good
us
old, like a good old decapitation.
All right, so you cut off his head.
And I'm sure it doesn't kill
He
him.
was
but-
like polymorphed
Mm.
into this drow, or not drow, but this like gray-skinned dwarf.
Mhm.
And so as you cut off his head, that spell kind of ends.
Mm.
And spiders like burst everywhere. He gets the head of a wolf and this like arachnid body, and that
Mm.
phases
Oh.
out for a little bit, kind of John Carpenter's The Thing style, and then
Ooh,
like
nice.
oozes down into nothing again.
Very nice.
Gross.
That just the kind of description I was looking for. I got that whole thing. That's very good.
He takes a couple of paddles to jumpstart the heart.
Yeah, sure, right?
As he goes in,
and then it's just
That
gone. There they
nightmares for years. This right here. I love that movie.
It's so well done.
Can I investigate the wizard's body?
Yes, you can. You can make an investigation check.
Woo. Jesus, the rolls today. 7.
Let me go to my notes. You find a yeah, she's got a mace on her.
Interesting.
Okay.
And using your detect magic, it appears magical. And she has some money. There is 400 gold pieces and 12 silver pieces.
Hmm.
Okay.
And Mr. Shifter already took the book.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely take the currency. For everyone, I'll just hold on to it. And offer up the mace if anybody wants it.
Well, I'll figure out what it does. But I will.
It may be valuable at least. I have no use for it.
I will cast as a ritual identify on the mace.
All right.
While he's doing that, because that's going to take 10 minutes,
Mhm.
I think maybe Rikiri post at the door, make sure that no one else is coming, and then Shifter and I should go try and mess with this thing and
Yeah, we
break
should
it.
Finish taking it apart.
Yeah.
I give Rikiri the wand back.
Thank you.
Um,
Must we break it? I mean, we tried to blow it up and it didn't work. Perhaps we're meant to use it.
I mean, if those folks were coming out of it, and only more of them are going to come out of it, I assume. Also, man, this is really connected to a lot of magical ley line type stuff. I saw it when I was in the ethereal plane,
Oh.
so it is certainly operational. I can tell you that.
Yes, I don't think we have the time to use it. We don't have the time to learn how it works, so let's break it.
I feel like I want to do like Ray of Frost, but like since it's a cantrip, I can just keep casting it. So like a welding torch, and I'm just shooting at the thing, like trying to shear
Well,
parts off of it.
Can I determine what it like? There has to be like this is a main component. If I remove this, it will stop working in my mind.
Yeah. So okay, we'll do a couple things. So your Ray of Frost seems to not do as much damage as you think it is.
Sure.
Messing around with it, it looks like all of these metal bands and strips and stuff are adamantine. Like this is really heavy duty stuff. For you to find a single component to be like, oh, if I remove like this gear, all of a sudden it stops working. That is something that we could do involving some rolls probably, but you're noticing that it's not powered on. It needs a battery, it needs a fuel source, it needs something. And so as you guys are even trying to like activate it, it's not working.
Right.
Like, and if you do want to destroy it, I think you're going to need to find people in Baldur's Gate that can help you. Or you're, because it's also massive. Like it's
right,
just,
right.
Do the rods react to it at all?
No, not really. So, but there looks to be that kind of analyzing it, there's a main area that can either summon things from, or you also get this sensation you could probably put something in there to teleport it somewhere to a different plane, depending on how you've set this up.
Right.
Also, you're going to need a fuel source. And so there's like a compartment for some kind of fuel, and you're not really sure what that is. Okay. And I will say, Shifter, as you're not overanalyzing this thing, there's also like a key setting. And when you open that up, this like compartment, or maybe it's one of the spheres that circle the main sphere in the center, it has like abyssal sludge in it that leaks out. Ugh. And it hits the ground and it kind of like sizzles away and disappears. But hypothetically, if you put a chunk of the like Mechanist, like the plane of law, then this thing could be recalibrated to either pull things from Mechanist or to put something to Mechanist.
Is there something I can do, such as trying to wedge the fuel source container closed to slow anyone down from trying to use this again? Like right now, like until we go talk to someone?
Right. So like there's rocks and debris and stuff. You can probably jam a gear because it is a very mechanical
right
thing.
Yeah.
Parts have to turn and shift in order for the magic to activate.
Right.
And so if you want, you can, it's kind of, I imagined it on a platform. So like you guys kind of climb up and then the sphere would be here and then there's rotating objects around that and a giant like metal rings that are all around that. So you could get up and then climb underneath and maybe jam a rock in the wrong place. It would probably deter somebody who doesn't know the device several hours, somebody who does know the device several minutes.
Okay. So. Well, we'll know then if somebody has used it in that time anyway. So I'll try that. And
okay. And yeah, I'll say you're successful because of your thiefness and your thief tools and stuff. You can definitely do that.
Do you guys share that information with the rest of us? This idea of like putting something from a given plane into it to go back to that plane?
Yeah.
Would you?
You're asking me?
No, I'm asking Shifter.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, I don't know if Shifter would do that.
Okay.
No, they probably wouldn't. Man, I really want to put one of your bananas in there,
right?
Though.
Yeah, so do I. But more important, I mean, me, Ted the player, would be like, well, if Rikiri is truly from another plane, if we put like one of her feathers in there and like, tune to that plane.
Yeah.
Yes, but we would need a fuel source.
But me, I'm just like laying on the ground, like making snow angels in the dirt, just like
casting identify.
Casting identify. I'll tell you guys what it does. It is bone counter, this mace. It's in the chat there. But for the Twitch chat, it's a +2 mace. And it's actually really cool. It's got this really neat ability. When you destroy an undead with it, it puts a single silver piece in your pocket for each undead you kill with it.
It's so nice.
Yeah, it's like a super cool thematic weapon. I really liked it when I saw when it came out. So I'll be like, well, we have this. I don't know if anyone have a penchant for maces?
I don't know. Is it a martial weapon?
It is. Or it's a simple weapon. Sure, I'm not going to use it.
Unless anyone else wants it, I'll probably just keep it in my back pocket unless someone comes really close. Well, I've jammed it. Thank you very much. I've jammed it so that, well, it should deter someone for at least a few minutes. But we'll know if somebody uses it when we come back.
And Jordan, just clear this up. This is like the main, like we are in the castle.
It's just a temple, so there's
just
one room.
Temple.
Yeah.
It's not a big castle. It's just like a large room. Yeah.
So this is basically like, there's nothing we missed essentially like down here. This is like the main area, or are there more buildings and things to go through as well? Because there's a whole city.
Yeah, so they call it the Undercity, but the way it's described is that there are just ruined buildings all over the place, and you guys have went through all of those. You could spend days digging through like ruined. I mean, as you look on the horizon of all of these like half-shaped buildings collapsing on themselves, there's this pillar of Temple of Baal. And so
Gotcha.
that's kind of where, and that, I mean, it was built here maybe for a reason. Maybe the Temple of Baal was built here because of ley lines and powerful magics.
Mhm.
And they knew that the thing would be built here would be able to execute some of those ley line magics. Maybe it's just a really good place to hide this. So,
Right.
Yeah.
because like people don't really want to go investigating an abandoned Temple of Baal.
So to that point, it definitely could one assume that it looks like the orrery was like it was either brought here. It's not part of the infrastructure of the Temple of Baal. This looks kind of alien to it, so it was
Yes,
put here.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
they put it here for some reason, maybe to hide it, or because it's a really good spot magically for it. You're not sure.
Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like anyone's going. Like only the people that know that this is here that are planning to use it would be coming here. So we do have access to this place for the time being. I mean, in theory, we could try to, if we could just post up and wait for people to come in and then try to stop them from getting access to it. Eventually, in theory, they would run out, but they're not bringing anyone in from this end. But
That sounds like a very boring show.
I'm just saying, sometimes you need to do things thoroughly, that's all.
Shifter's going to say, Siren, do you have any contacts in the city that might know anything about destroying this?
Do I have any contacts in this city that might know about destroying this? Should I roll for it?
I'll say you could ask your mother, and she might be able to say, "I'll send somebody to meet you," and then you can discuss it further. So.
Why don't I make a call? All right. Just go over in the corner real quick, grab my sending stone, kind of put it
You
up to
can
my
just call her like that,
ear.
and she picks up every time.
Yeah, I have the new eye stone.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say who I'm calling.
Okay.
But oh yes, my boss. Yes, I can contact
Okay.
very, very easily. Hello, this is sending is 25 words. Is that what
Yes.
that? Okay. In Baldur's Gate, found a machine with planar travel under the city. Send contact to help destroy and or use. And then she says very quietly, hugs and kisses.
Hi, you've reached the Zentarum network of sending messages. Where would you like your message directed, please?
It's a sending stone to her mom.
All right, we don't have mom in our category. Could you be more specific?
I didn't update my contacts.
For Espanol, press 2.
For
The
Drow,
ghost,
less.
the ghost of Waterdeep, please.
All right, and sending. And you hear a message back that's like, interesting. I know just the person. And she'll give you some information on a tavern or something where you can meet specifically, discreetly.
Solid.
So.
Yes, I do, actually. Surprisingly.
Well, then.
Shall we go for a drink?
I will say, well, never mind, I won't.
We have to get out of here. It took a little bit to get in here, I recall.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I
how
do
are we
recall
gonna?
that.
Yeah.
But it is the morning, so.
Wait,
I'm
let me
like,
point out the owl is still here and
The
will be
owl
here
is
for
still
8
here.
hours. So
Oh,
if
that's
anyone
true.
shows up to try and use the device, the owl will blow them up.
Or if anybody comes through the device.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So yeah, we're actually. we can leave.
I will
We're in
say,
good shape.
actually, Shifter, you were messing with the orrery a whole bunch. Make an Arcana check really quick, just to see if you got some extra information.
Got an 11.
An 11.
I
Okay,
didn't roll very well.
Yep, you're good.
Well, shall we?
I suppose.
Watch
Your step.
Thank you.
Haha, I beat you to it.
Yes, you did. I was going to make the same joke.
Lagwin, darling, I do have to say I'm terribly sorry for what I said. You know that I don't mean it, and I just wanted to get her attention away from you. So
it's fine. Everything went out 100% according to plan. Bomb went off, point blank. Got her, and I just keep walking.
Yours are nice, Lagwin. They're like skin feathers.
And I'm like, and we still got one more of those, so just have to use it wisely next time.
Well, now we know the blast radius, so that's good.
I mean,
and the time.
Right.
Also good.
Do you have more of that?
Just one more, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I think I'm gonna roll a d6 every single time.
Yeah, that's fine.
How well you like mesh it together.
I'm fine with that.
Because I think that's fun.
At first, I thought like everybody's like, we gotta infiltrate this building, sneak in, and I was like, we could just blow the door off, but like reach and clear this place, guys. We got it, but instead I blew up a lady, which worked out great.
Before you walk out of here, the book that you have found, Shifter, is called the Black Book, and it is a spell book that has this continual darkness effect around it, very physically cold to the touch, but it contains the following spells that you can attempt to transfer into your own spell book. And I can send you these in chat. So, but it's Speak with Dead, Shadow of Moil, Life Transference, Animate Dead, Soul Cage, and Magic Circle.
They're good ones.
Sweet.
And the Manual of the Planes, if you have a question, we can kind of consult that and it will give you more information about the planes.
Yeah. Very cool.
And that is all I wanted to say.
Okay.
You guys are heading back up. Are you going to find a place to long rest? Or are you going to go straight for your contact? Is that kind of the thing? You want a short rest before you go?
Yes. Short rest before we go.
All of
We've learned this lesson one too many times.
Yeah.
Let us take that short rest, please.
All right.
I don't know why you guys need so many naps. I mean, we're just walking.
Are you rope tricking or hutting? Or
I mean, what the hell, right? The hut will be there for 8 hours. Might as well short rest in climate control.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, you short rest, and I won't throw any like screwballs at you. And you guys are able to get back up past the giant gray ooze into the area. You sneak back out. It is now daylight out as you guys went down there when it was dark. And so now it's, super bright out. You redistribute back into society secretly. Baldur's Gate is hopping with it's just a busy day in Baldur's Gate on the ports, which is where you were. And that will be where we end for the night. And we will continue tomorrow tomorrow, hey, everybody, we're going to play a game. Next week, we'll play a game where Siren will talk with her contact that her mother sent, or the Ghost of Waterdeep. And we'll discover what's going on with this crazy orrery. And we'll discover some more information and what is going on with those rod fragments that the enemy seems to know exactly where they are. Even the ones you don't have. And what's the deal with this black book? And what about the 2 magic items they didn't pick up from the Duergar in the that they killed down below? All this and more. Next
Will they ever find out where the bananas come from?
Will they ever find out where the bananas come from? Thank you guys so much for watching. That is our game. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. And if you did, please like and comment and subscribe and share this podcast with your friends. Brenna, who are you? Where did you get such adorable glasses? And what's going on right now in your life?
I'm Brenna Noonan. I got my glasses at LensCrafters.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. I was feeling really lazy and tired, so I didn't put in contacts today. You can find me on Twitter at Brenna Noonan. I'm really happy my character didn't die because I like her. One thing that I would love for you guys to check out is a company that I work for called Roll. We're building a new online digital platform for playing RPGs. You can check them out on Twitter at RollApp, ROLEAPP, or at playroll.com.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. LB, hack 'em up. What's going on?
Hi, I'm LB Hackemup at LB Hackemup on the Twitters. Follow me for kitten pictures because my babies are growing and they're exciting. Tomorrow I am playing Doki Doki Literature Club on my channel with my girlfriend Lauren. We are in the thick of it. We're in it deep now. So I think tomorrow's going to be a little bit spooky, a little bit disturbing. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, and you can see all my other stuff on Twitter. I play a lot, so just check it out to see what I'm doing. Thanks.
Yeah, I tuned into your live stream last night, and it was like at a very emotional point of that silly game.
Yeah.
And both you were just like, what do we do? And I'm like, I just got here. I have no advice for you. So
it's all right. No matter what we do, things get bad.
It's awesome. Lex, what's going on? Who are you? What crazy awesome game did you play recently?
Oof. Hey, this is Lex calling in from Indianapolis. Long-time player, first-time caller.
All right. Hi, I love first-time callers. Go right ahead.
You can find me over on Twitter at Dank Dungeons. There's a pinned tweet that has links to all the different things I do, including DM's Guild stuff, music stuff, and this kind of stuff. And over the weekend, I was on a really awesome stream that was over on this channel. We were playing Dungeon Crawl Classics. Super cool. So you can check out reruns of that here, or you can look in the videos thing. I assume that's how it works.
And I will have it. It will be on YouTube probably tomorrow.
Yeah. And it's going to get broadcast at some point in like the next 2 weeks on the Goodman Games official Twitch. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be posting about it on Twitter. I'm sure I'll make Ted post about it on Twitter. Just check Twitter, you know?
All right. Hey, that's great. Can we cut that collar off? All right, no self-promotions. Thank you. Okay, and finally, over there in the corner, Ted from Nerd Immersion. Take us out.
All right. Hi, folks. My name is Ted. This is Nerd Immersion. This is my channel. We play games here every Wednesday. It's this game. Tuesday, I play my own homebrew game. I'm looking to possibly bring back some of my other world-building based streams or my character creation streams. I haven't really nailed that down just yet. But I did, as of this morning, hit 30,000 subscribers over on the YouTubes, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked about it. And in a bunch of different places, I've posted like, hey, I'm going to do a Q&A where I'm just going to compile as many of the questions you guys have sent over to me and try to just like bang out as many answers to those as I can in like an hour-long 30K Q&A video, which should be fun.
Hey, Ted, why is Ranger the best class?
Oh my god, that'll be a great discussion point. I can't wait to spend the hour of my Q&A video talking just about that. Thank you, Brenna. Actually, I will say probably my favorite one, the question that I've seen just like in compiling them was like, what do you think about the name Greg? That was the question that I got. And, like, that has spawned a subset of questions of multiple people just asking my thoughts on different names.
Yeah.
So, like, I have
from your Discord or
no, this is on my in one of the YouTube videos. I was just like, hey, I'm going to do a Q&A. Leave your questions in the comments.
How do you have this audience engagement? Who are you,
dude?
Teach me your ways.
I mean, hopefully Gen Con happens. We can have a long discussion about it.
Gosh,
and actually, I just used my community posts. The community page there.
Yeah, those are good.
I think I put up like, hey, I'm doing a Q&A, what do you got? And I got just like a slew of comments from that. People are just like, hey, awesome. This is what I want to know. So I'll be cutting them down, and like if it gets to too much, I'll have to stop
Greg's
at some
question
point.
Staying in though.
Oh, that's definitely going to be probably the first question I answer.
Never make it the first question because then people will get the answer and they'll just.
That's true. Save that. That's for later.
Like 3/4 of the way through. Yeah.
But then I also got like Matt also commented on Greg's question. What do you think about the name Matt? So who knows, right? We'll have to give me your questions. We'll figure it out. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. It's awesome to have everybody here. So many viewers, so much engagement tonight, and the trinkets and whatnot. Awesome. I have to write more trinkets because I'm like, we're starting to like. I haven't finished making the whole list yet, and I'm like, oh, we're getting a lot of the ones, like, let's pick a different one, because we're getting ones we've already gotten. Also doesn't hurt when you have 2 wizards in the party. That means you're going to cut the trinkets. But they're interesting, and they seem to somehow be topical almost every time, which is cool. So sometimes you try to blow up an Ori, sometimes it literally blows up in your face. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, everyone.